Hey friends, Jill Heinerth here, just ready to share a little scuba tip with you today. Now, have you ever had bubbles coming out of your pressure gauge? Happens a lot. I see it a lot on dive boats. I see it a lot on people swimming underwater, just a small stream of bubbles that are coming out of their pressure gauge. So let's diagnose it because it's something that you can fix pretty easily on your own. So, your hose to your SPG is actually connected right here. If you see bubbles coming out of this part down here, then it's probably the swivel mechanism in the hose that's failing, and you're probably going to have to replace the hose. Another sign that you may have to replace the hose is if you see bubbles like streaming out through fizzing little holes all over this hose, okay? That's another reason why you might have to replace one. But I've actually loosened this up with a wrench already, and I'm going to show you what is in between the hose and the SPG. So in this standard SPG, what you can see is there's a little thing on the end here with an O-ring, and I can pull it out, okay? And there's an O-ring on each end, and there's a little bit of silicone lube on each of those O-rings, okay? So it's just kind of a press fit in there, and this will actually swivel. So your little spool sometimes will develop a leak from this O-ring. Okay, that's a 003 O-ring, and yes, you can just replace the O-ring if you wish, but they're fussy and small. And so rather than carrying just 003 O-rings, you're probably better off just buying a really inexpensive replacement. Okay, so the replacement can look like this, where you have a little ridge in between, or like this, it can just be a straight post with 003 O-rings on either end. Okay, so either of these will replace this. So either will fit. So literally, you just take this one out, throw it away if you've got that little fizz, then you grab a new one, a little bit of silicone lube, stick it in there, and then put your hose back on. Okay, and your hose just gets snugged up a tiny bit with a wrench, not too tight, like don't kill it, okay? And then when you turn your tank back on, you shouldn't see any bubbles coming out here. This is a really, really common maintenance issue. It really should be caught in your annual scuba service, but if you've been a little lax on your service, then maybe this one snuck by. So having one of these things that's like a couple of bucks in your toolkit can really save your dive and give you a lot more confidence that everything's okay. So quick fix. So thanks for joining me today, and remember, if you want to learn more about me, go ahead and check out my website at intotheplanet.com, or other hand, check out my books, Into the Planet or the Aquanaut, which are all available on Amazon. And I'll see you next time with some more scuba tips. Take care.